Hello guys, let's talk about the uh, StanChart credit card, StanChart Journey credit card review. Okay, previously they have this StanChart X card. Okay, it's been taken out and now it's been replaced with a better easy entry credit card called the StanChart Journey credit card. All right, so previously the X card, right? They are targeting the higher echelon of the Singapore, right? But then they realized that who the hell will actually pay 700 for this for the annual fees? So they actually have one to lower down to increase the attractiveness on this credit card, right? So of course this is where we are looking deeply into the credit card to see what is actually offering. Okay, so they are using these things called the 360 rewards points. Of course, it doesn't expire, but all other banks are actually having this feature. So, frankly speaking, I would say that this is not exactly a very strong sell. But frankly speaking, I would say that this is actually a pretty good sell. Okay, which is the 3 mile per $1 spent on online transactions for transportation, grocery, and food delivery merchants. Like if you are a heavy Grab user, frankly speaking, I would say that this is actually pretty good savings. Okay, you can have on this. All right. So by the way, their rewards point is actually 2.5 miles, 2.5 reward points per 1 mile. Right. So you just have to take note of that. So these five reward points, if you are doing overseas spend, frankly speaking, just use Utrip or Revolut because all the banks actually levy a 3.25% foreign currency additional fees. So in this case, for you actually paying like 4 or 5% additional just to use your credit card overseas because they're going to give you lousy exchange rates, number one. And then they're going to charge you another 3.25% on their foreign currency exchange rates, which is screwed up. You so end up you're paying 5% additional. I don't think that is worthwhile, even though they are giving you like additional more miles, etc. So it's kind of bullshit. To be honest, 2 miles per $1 spent pretty low. And then for local spend, 1.2 miles per $1 spent. Frankly speaking, a bit low as well. UOB Privy miles giving you about 1.4 miles per $1 spent. For annual fee wise, $194.40, pretty standard. Good thing is that your sub card holder do not need to pay. All right, so you are giving to your kids, or your wife, whatever, right? Good card to have. Minimum requirement, okay, for Singaporeans is at $30,000, which is actually pretty standard, pretty common. But for foreigners, this is actually one of the highest because at $60,000, you are non-Singaporean, then you need to have 60,000 additional, 60,000 to qualify for this credit card. But the good thing, okay, this is where the extra rewards comes in, which is number one, your complimentary visit to the Priority Pass lounges. Well, frankly speaking, lounges quite normal lah. For me, so I travel quite a bit, so when those lounges, it's just a place whereby there are seats for you to chill and do your work, and yeah, for some places you might be able to take a shower. So in between transits, transit flights, you can actually go for this the lounge stay, and well, of course, taking business class, of course, you have like better food, etc. So this priority pass lounge, 1 year you can have two. You can have a few credit cards. Maybe you can have like 10, 5 credit cards. Yeah, so per year, right? Good thing also you can have a travel insurance of the coverage of $500,000. Well, pretty decent. I think that well, of course, you need to take a look at the T&Cs of the travel insurance. So before you actually, decide to use the credit, the travel insurance for the credit card, you might really want to go check out the T&Cs. So there might be some T&Cs that might not be very favorable. So you might want to consider getting yourself a more comprehensive travel insurance. Okay. Last year's promotion, right? The zero foreign transaction fees. This is a killer because the banks usually charge you 3.25% on your foreign currency fees. So on top of it, right, they charge you a very fucked up, screwed up rates of 1 to 2% on your foreign exchange rates really. So all in all, you're paying additional 4 or 5%, okay, just to be spending overseas. Although they give you slightly higher rewards, but frankly speaking, it's not worthwhile. I'd rather be using Utrip or Revolut, right? You can save all these. Worst case of all, they bring cash, all right? So that's something that you want to take note. And then they, of course, they have some promos for first 2,000. I think it's free. I think we fully redeem already lah, so you can avoid that. For the sign up bonus, why? So because you can actually get up to 45,000 miles. 45,000 miles is about you spending about 30 to $35,000. All right. So with just about $10,000, right, you'll be able to get these 10,000 plus spending, right. You'll be able to get these 45,000 miles. Okay. So you can see that for the first portion itself, 25,000 miles, spend $5,000 to get it. I think this is pretty easy to get, right? So aim for one time you need to buy a computer or some high value item. Go swipe your card, spend $5,000, you get 25,000 miles. All right, pretty easy. But what I don't really like, right, is this $5,000 for 10,000 miles. $5,000, right, for 10,000 miles, you are talking about 2% spending. So you're talking about not about your rebate is about 2%, which is not very worthwhile. Frankly speaking, if you're okay with spending some money to obtain miles and 2% is a reasonable rate to you, go ahead. Annual fee as well. Okay, so it's about 2%. So for every 10,000 spending, yeah, so you get 2%. Yeah, you pay for 10,000 miles. So frankly speaking, I would say that realistically, 25,000 miles is actually realistic and easy to get. You should get it. Summary wise, previously they have X card. The rebranded one is just average. Don't have much things. Don't have much like unique value propositions that you can look at. Their eligibility $30,000 and $60,000. Frankly speaking, for non-resident is actually the highest. So you look at Citibank, HSBC, DBS, and OCBC. It's all ranging between $40,000 to $45,000. So I'm not sure why would they want to alienate the non-Singaporeans and putting it at $60,000. Okay. Well, the fees wise, frankly speaking, is about same, $194. Every other credit card is about about near $200. No annual fee for sub card holders. So if let's say looking at OCBC, the 90 degrees card, right? Well, they have for every sub card is lower, but the good thing about the OCBC 90 degrees is that their annual fee is only like $52, which actually makes more sense for you to pay like if you were going to be paying it. Earn rate wise, frankly speaking, nothing fantastic except this, the grocery and food delivery merchant and transportation. So you're a heavy Grab user, Tala user, you take a lot of private hires. Well, I think this is actually going to be pretty good. Or you order a lot of food delivery. Right? The bonus earn category, well, they just remember there is a cap of $1,000. Right? So then they give you additional bonus. Awards redemption wise, frankly speaking, just now we're talking about 2.5 miles per 2.5 points per 1 mile. So you might want to actually take on the exchange rate when you do the calculation. So benefits wise, like I said, lounges, travel insurance, while the rest pretty normal. Sign up bonus itself, the first 25,000 I would say is easy to get. The other 25,000 no 20,000 might not be very attractive. All right. So if you should get it, I think look at watch my other videos and then you can decide whether you should get it or not. Right. So guys, if you have any questions on the other credit cards, do ping me and then I'll be able to review that. Thanks, guys.